So this is my 91 Land Cruiser. Has the 3FE motor, and we're dealing with a crank no start issue. So she cranks, she's got a full battery, plenty of fuel, and doesn't start. So I'll take you under the hood and show you two things it could possibly be. There are other YouTube videos about this, but just figure in case you stumble across this one, it's likely one of these two issues. All right, here's the awesome 3FE. So one of the things it could be, although I'll tell you it is not this on this car right now, it could be the fusible link. You should carry a spare one of these in your glove box. They're not too expensive, you can still get them. This comes off the positive terminal of the battery, goes toward the wiring harness. These are designed to melt if they get too hot. They are known to melt on the older trucks over time, especially as it gets pretty hot under this engine bay. So check this. Mine doesn't have the exact symptoms this one does. This is usually a crank no start. It can also affect some things inside. Your AC may not turn on, your radio may not turn on. It'll kind of do funky things to the electrical. Mine is a crank no start. I still have electrical on everything else, so my fusible link is fine for now. So we're gonna check over here, and this is a problem on the early 80 series Land Cruisers. The exhaust comes down the driver's side on the US Land Cruisers, and that puts a lot of hot air right here next to the fuse box. So if we look here, this is the EFI fuse. If this fuse goes, you will get a crank no start. It's not a traditional blade style fuse, so you won't be able to look at it and tell. So I'll show you how I know this one's bad. Again, there's nothing visually wrong with this one. It has its 4 blades, so there's nothing to see that it is busted. But you can also tell this is not an original Toyota one, so this car has had this before. And a lot of it is just heat wears these things out, and being that it's right next to the exhaust is pretty much the hottest part of the engine bay over here. These are known to go. So I'll show you how you can tell inside when I was cranking it before. I'll show you how you can tell that it's your EFI fuse. Okay, pretty easy giveaway that it's the EFI fuse without even having to go under the hood is that when you typically put your key in the car and get ready to start it, you'll see all the warning lights usually come on. So right now my door ajar light is on, the seatbelt lights will come on. You are supposed to get a check engine light right over here. It comes on, as you know, when you start your car. It comes on for about a second or two and then shuts off. If the EFI fuse is not hooked up, there is no signal. So you'll see when I turn it to on, I get my seatbelt light. My check engine light never comes on. So the car, again, cranks, won't start. So very easy, we're just gonna swap that fuse. I'll show you how to do that. It takes 2 seconds and we should be in business. Okay, here's how to swap the fuse. This couldn't be easier. This is a replacement fuse I got from the parts store. This is just a standard brand replacement fuse. If you need the part number, RY51. Okay, so all we'll do, we'll pull the old one out. And again, this visually doesn't look like anything's wrong with it. It's definitely gotten hot. You can see some discoloration on the plastic. The blades are all intact though, a little discoloration, but again, nothing really outwardly wrong with it. But we'll compare it to the new one here in a second. All right, so we'll take the new one out. See if we can do this one-handed. Nope. Okay, so here's the new one. Again, same thing. But you can see the plastic's in much better shape. Particularly over here, we had some like heat marks before. The blades look like they had gotten a little hot. This looks in much better shape. Obviously, it's brand new. So if we compare these side by side, You'll see pretty much identical, just that this one looks a little bit more worn, a little bit more heat cycled. Plastic's definitely more discolored, so we'll take the new one. Very easy, pop it back in. These are directional, so this kind of round hump goes toward your grill, goes toward the front of the car. So that goes right in here. Push it in until it clicks. Then we can put our cover back on. And we should be good. We'll give it a try. All right, back in the Land Cruiser, you'll see the first giveaway is, watch the bottom left. You're gonna see the check engine light come on, or it should come on if we did this right. There it is. So check engine light means we have a signal to the EFI coming through that fuse. And she starts right up. So that's all there is to it. It's like a $7 part. If I were you, I would keep a couple in your glove box, along with an extra fusible link, because those are a couple of known failure points due to heat and just age on these trucks, and they're honestly pretty cheap maintenance to do it.